Hello everyone. I've just come on a little bit early. Hi Carl, hi Colin. If you could just let me know if you can hear me okay or there's no echo, that would be great. Oh, that's good. I thought that I would try having 3 cameras instead of the usual 1 camera, just to make things a little bit more interesting. Gothland Station, welcome. Thank you for joining. What I'll do is I'll add everybody as moderators as they come in, and if you're not a moderator at that moment, I'll try and keep up with the chat and add you in as well. I hope the picture's coming through okay as well. Might be a little bit jumpy because I'm just using some old iPhones for the picture. Thanks for letting me know. Micro Scenics. Hi, Mark. It's Dave Williams. Oh, Dave, how are you? I'm very well, thank you. Good to see you on here. Thanks for joining. Just kind of letting a few people filter in. I've started a little bit early, and I'm not sure how many people will join this evening. But I thought this was only my second live stream, so I thought I would get the ball rolling and start doing a stream every other Saturday. Today's topic, just a bit of a chit chat, really, just to see how everybody is, test out a little bit of the cameras, and kind of get back into the swing of doing live streams again. I've not done very many. I think I've only done about 4 or 5 in total. But I thought it would just make a nice change rather than making videos. I can just do some things on camera instead. Yeah, Dave. So yeah, I've been doing quite a bit with the layout recently. I did have probably about 5 weeks where I wasn't able to actually get up into the loft because of having the roof done. But every day that I do have off, I kind of really try and crack on with as much that I can do. Today I've done a lot of all this plaster bandaging and stuff ready for painting. So hopefully I'll be able to get up here tomorrow and get it all painted up ready to be laying some grass. And then I'll be moving on to doing some more track work and stuff and getting some more loops in. So I'm just trying to take each, block at a time. So I wanted to focus on doing this section first. And please ignore all of those back scenes in the background. They're not going to be staying or anything. I know they're all kind of crumpled up and everything, but they're definitely not staying. So just look quite shiny now. I've added in some new lighting up here as well. I didn't realize how bad they look. And Carl, you're filming Real Trains and Planes now. Well, if you want to share your channel everybody's made a moderator, so you can all just add in links to your own channels and stuff like that. You don't even have to ask permission, just add it all in there. I'm absolutely fine with that. So what I've got running at the moment is the Hornby Q6. Just got it pulling some coal wagons, a couple of gunpowder vans, and the war flat with the Sherman tank on. I'm hoping that I can take my eye off the ball a little bit, and they're not going to come off the track or anything like that. Hi, Alan. Welcome to the stream. No, I think I started the stream about 2 or 3 minutes early, so you're never late. Hi, Brinton Junction. Welcome to the stream. Nobody's really late. It's just you can all pop in whenever you want to. As people are coming in, I'm making you moderators, so feel free to post up your channel or any links to any videos or anything like that. You're more than welcome to. So what have people been up to lately? Have they been doing anything? I saw, Alan, that you're cracking on with your town scene. That's looking great. I don't normally have my face on here, so I'm kind of reading the screen and probably looking a little bit blank and stuff. But apologies for that. Dave, no problem. Yeah, it'd be good to see you back into the hobby and stuff. So I don't know if anybody caught my video earlier, but they would have seen the state of the floors. I haven't tidied that up. Literally was up here for about 3 or 4 hours this morning, and then had a bit of a break from it. Came back up here just while most of this scenic stuff is drying, and then took me a little while just to get everything set up and link up all the cameras and stuff. So I do hope that they're working all right. I think one of them might be a little bit jumpy and stuff, but I don't really have any of the sort of webcams or anything like that. Like I say, I'm just using phones at the moment, but I'll probably upgrade them in time. But at the moment, they seem to do the trick. And then this camera that's got my face on is just an old laptop that I found that I'm using. So it's just the camera off of that. Oh, so Alan, you're doing your town stuff this evening as well. At this rate, you're going to have nothing to do at the winter if you get it all done now. Well, actually, I know that there's always loads of things to do. Yeah, Carl, as long as, the phone seems to work and stuff, I think quite a lot of people do use phones for everything. I mean, I do all my editing, filming, everything's on the phone nowadays. So, yeah, that's what I use too. I'm even controlling the trains with my phone, so... I will swap out the Loco at some point, have something else running around. I'll probably change a little bit of some of the camera angles as well, just so that you can kind of see some of the trains, a little bit different bit of scenery in that as well. Hi, Dan's model railroading journey. Welcome to the stream. I've just added you as a moderator, so if you'd like to share the link to your channel, then please feel free to. I look blank all the time. I see now I'm reading that, and that says that I now sound like I'm saying that I'm myself. I look blank all the time. But sometimes I do. I'm just, you kind of zone out a little bit, don't you? Addy, welcome. Thank you for joining. I hope you're keeping well. I'm yet to catch up on your hush hush video that you posted. I think it was a running session one that you posted. Was it yesterday or today? Haven't got round to checking that one out yet, but that's on some of my TV for later on. Is that snow or undone scenery? I'm looking to add snow to my layout, so always looking for tips. That is just undone scenery at the moment. So it's white plaster bandage and white filler. I basically just finished it all off today, and then it'll be painted up and using static grass over the top. I think that there's a few places out there that do like snow scatters and things like that. So it might be worth having a look at some of those. Dinmore, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. I mean, if I keep it unpainted, I suppose I probably could, just go for a bit of a winter scene for a little while until I get all the static grasses done. So at least it would be good for some sort of Christmas filming. But I'm hoping that maybe sort of 4 to 6 weeks or so I should have all this sort of painted up, because there's about 8 foot on the main section that you can see in front of you, and then there will be about 18 foot of scenic stuff to paint up at the bottom there, at the back end as well. So there's quite a lot that I'll need to be painting up. I think I'm going to need quite a lot of brown paint and stuff. I'm slowly building up the collection of bits and pieces that I'll need. It all just takes time, doesn't it? It's there's no rush for me to do it, but I just kind of wanted to focus on one section at a time. Dan, I'll be watching. I'm an office at static grass and need practice. Yeah, I'm total novice too. I've been watching so many YouTube videos on how to do it. One that I have been watching is Mark at Main Train Eastport, although it's model Railway Fantasia now. But he kind of just shows you how easy it can be. So what I will do is just practice a little bit first on some scrap card, and just see if I can nail the art of it rather than trying to do it straight away onto the main layout itself. So if it does work out on the practice pieces, I'll be sort of posting up a video on a bit of a how-to, or just showing my efforts kind of thing, and letting people see how it goes. So I don't want to do it and then it all fails. Sorry for the dodgy images, like behind me with a chimney breast and Diesel the dog hanging out of the chimney breast there, and all the bits and pieces in the background. But that's going to be my station area. You can probably just see my station in the background there. That'll be a future project that I'm doing. I'm hoping in about sort of 4 weeks or so I should be building another 8 foot section on the side there to have my engine shed. So I brought a 4 road engine shed, So I have 4 main lines in that, and then maybe a couple of little smaller engine sheds. And I'll just use that as a little bit of a fiddle yard and stuff for the time being. Just until then, I've built the other fiddle yards down on the 2 ends of the layout. So I'm just going to open up another page here. So sorry, bear with me. I'm not talking much at the moment. Ruben, welcome to the stream. GWR Modelling and Steam Heritage Railways. You have been made a moderator, so you can post a link to your channel. I hope you're keeping well. Like I say, I know that most people in here are already subscribed to each other, but if anybody does join and they're not, and they do want to check out someone's channel, or you want to post up your own link to a recent video or something, then please feel free to do so. So I'm actually quite impressed. I've not had any derailments or anything at the moment. It's always taken a bit of a risk running these trains when I don't have all of my track fixed up behind me. That's literally just sort of resting on a little piece of cork. But the main section in the front here is actually all pinned down and stuff. So yeah, taking a bit of a gamble, but it's only because then I can just move it off rather than fixing everything down straight away. So each section that I'm working, I'll be pinning down and making sure that it's secure and perfect running. And then the other sides I can just lift off where I'm going to be extending and all that sort of stuff as well. So it just makes it slightly easier for myself. So I've got the fan up here, just blowing a little bit of breeze. It's not been overly warm today, but I can definitely feel that the temperature is still fairly warm up here. Must be about sort of 26 degrees, I think, something like that. It was nice and sunny today, but at least there's a little bit of breeze, which is always nice. Bernie, welcome to the stream. How are you? I hope you're well. I was at work the other day and missed your stream, so apologies for that. I'll try and catch up with it, as well as a couple of other people's channels. I've added you in as a moderator as well, so if you want to post a link for your channel, please feel free to do so. God, I can't get my words out. See, Alan, and you said that I was quite good at these live stream things. I can't even get my words out now. I think and I keep having a lot of spells where I'm not talking and stuff. I kind of out of sync for doing live streams again. So hopefully with this, doing them every other week, I'll get used to doing them a little bit more. I might do a few sort of random ones during the day as well if I get the chance. So Dinmore, I was tempted to head up to Rose of Sheffield for the open day, but thought a day at the 7. It wasn't. I'm sure that I saw Jennifer Kirk was at the opening day. I think she was doing a live from Rose of Sheffield today. And I was supposed to go to the Severn Valley Railway yesterday, but unfortunately, no, sorry, Severn Valley Railway was supposed to be today, but unfortunately the car went into the garage and stuff, so we had to postpone that. But I definitely want to get up to the Severn Valley Railway at some point, hopefully in September. What time am I on to? I'm hoping just to probably go on till about 8 o'clock. I'm going to keep this quite short. And apologies, Bernie, I didn't see that you was on this evening, but I'm sure that people will head over to your channel and stuff, and then I'll come and join yours afterwards if you're still on. So yeah, sorry about that. Dave, I'm after a train set. Any recommendations? I'm going to get up in the loft soon for a new 00 gauge layout up there. Kind of train sets. I don't really know of many train sets. I can always have a little look online for you and stuff. It depends what kind of era that you're modelling, I suppose. I mean, if you went for the sort of steam train and stuff, I know that they do, things like the quite sort of bog standard ones like Flying Scotsman and stuff like that. Or if you're going down like the diesel route and stuff, I suppose you could do one of those, but I'll have a little look and post a comment on your channel and let you know. So, Dimore, sounds like a meetup at the Severn Valley Railway is on the cards. Yeah, definitely. I would be definitely up for that. My email address is in the about section of my page. I think you've already emailed me before with the entry to the competition. So if you want to email me, or I'll find your email and send you an email of when I'm heading up, definitely could link up. That'd be great. Beglinton-on-Sea, welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Oh, don't worry. It's nice to have people in that I don't often chat to and stuff. So and Mark at Donegal Dad Rail, welcome. Thank you for joining. Ruben, hopefully heading to the Severn Valley Railway for the Autumn Steam Gala. Yeah, that's probably the one that I was thinking about, is the Steam Gala. I'd like to go when there's, a gala on or something, because I've heard it's really good. And I'm also going to do the, I think it's the Severn Valley in Lights. They do like their winter special and stuff. So I'm going to go up and see that as well. I'll have a look at the dates for when that Autumn Steam Gala is. Because what I was going to do is, I think it's Worthington is the first stop on that line, rather than the main station, and then travel, so sort of park up there and then travel up on the train all the way up to the main station. Sorry, I'm just catching up on some of the chat as well. Got something to work for potential future product. I've got your latest videos to watch someday soon. Oh yeah, I've only just released that today. Summer has been busy. Yeah, I think it's been busy. Yeah, summer has been busy. Sorry, I'm reading the chat and trying to answer a question at the same time, which is never good. Yeah, summer's been busy for everybody. I think, a lot of people are not watching videos and stuff because they're out and about. And also, I think, a lot of people are not doing as much modeling. I think there's a few YouTube channels that I've watched and sort of tend to take a little bit of a break from doing stuff. Dan, so I bought the TTS Flying Scotsman, just the Loco. I have T coaches lacking big time on track though, so I thought it would be better to buy some sets and build up the stock at the same time. Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, I think you can buy sort of second-hand flexi track. Clive at Newlyn Railway is quite good at sniffing out a bargain on track and stuff. So sometimes you can get some pre-owned stuff that's quite good, or not many people do nowadays, but have a spare £100 lying about, and that's what I did. Was bought 25 lengths of the Pico Flexi Track for I think it was £99 from where was it? The Model Centre, I think it was. I mean, that does quite a lot. I mean, that's enough for me to be able to do almost 2 loops of track here. So. So Bernie's saying, how come you have 3 cameras on, or are you paying StreamYard? No, I'm not paying StreamYard. This is still just the free service, but you can, even on the free with StreamYard, you can join with up to 10 people. So all I've done is just got myself typed in my email address, got the access codes sent as an email, and then log in via Safari onto them, and then basically you just join in the stream as a guest. So technically I've got one main one and then 2 guests, so I could still have another 7 cameras on, but I don't have 7 phones, so I'm not going to do that. And Hardcore, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. A lot stopped because of the heat in their loft or their sheds, but now things are getting back to normal. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it has been way too hot. I thought, perfect, I'll be able to get up in the loft and everything like that. And then you get flunked by, 40-degree heat. I mean, luckily, I was having roof repairs at the time of the heat wave. So, regardless, I couldn't get up here anyway. So that's only kind of like the main lucky thing about it. But now it's passed, and I'll sort out the insulation on the other side. I'll be able to be up here for most of the winter, which, when I had my garage layout, I was in 3 or 4 layers, gloves, scarf, coat, just to try and be out there. So, I'm actually quite thankful for having a loft layout now. So what size is your layout? So my layout is 19 foot in length at the moment, and then it's 11 foot wide. But then I've added, so each baseboard is a width of 2 foot, and then I added this 8 foot section into the middle here, which is the main bit that you can see on the camera to hold the scenics, which then takes it to a 4 foot wide base. I will have 6 running lines eventually when I can afford to get the track. So the main one is the first loop that I put in where the train is running now. And then I've got 2 more where the Coronation Scot is on that section. Then I'll have 2 running lines on the viaduct, and then I'll have another line that will be running behind the viaduct, which will then sort of it will go on some gradients, so it will go up to meet the viaduct, and it'll come down to a lower level once it reaches the station behind me. Do I have any plans to do another advent calendar thing this year? If my wife agrees to do it, buying me 12 gifts again for Christmas, I'm not going to stop her. So there could be another advent calendar type style thing coming. I'll have to check. I have potentially asked for a Loco for Christmas, so that I would probably rather a Loco than little gifts. So we shall see. I'm not too sure yet. Just bought more wheels, got another 20 today. Oh, are they the Hornby wheels that you were getting? So I got my 2023 calendar today. Blimey, it's getting to that point though now, isn't it, where it will be that summer's over and we'll start seeing Christmas adverts and everything on the telly. They're what known as silver wheels. I've got quite a few Locos that have got plastic wheels and stuff. I think I got 20 wheels or 20 sets of wheels. Plastic axles and metal rims. I find that the metal rims, they sound a little bit better on the tracks as well. But a lot of my rolling stock and my old coaches and stuff are all plastic, so I do want to get those changed up as well. It'd be nice if the Hornby released the 88 DS Ruston before Christmas. It would be very nice, but I think with all this shipping stuff and stuff, it's proving quite difficult to be able to release anything on time. I know that Hornby have kind of put back starting quite a lot of, or releasing quite a lot of their products, delays and all this sort of stuff. This must be quite difficult for manufacturers to kind of guarantee a time when things are going to happen. So I'm just going to have a quick drink. My beverage of choice is Lucozade today. I'm all out of sorts because normally I'm sleeping during the day and working at night. It's frozen again. I'm going to go off and do my own stream. All right, Bernie, thanks for joining. I wasn't aware that anything had frozen. It's probably just one of the cameras is a little bit laggy, so I can change it. So if anyone just lets me know if they have frozen. Northern Rails 44, welcome to the stream. Pepsi Max, yeah, I do like Pepsi Max as well, but factories are only doing 4 days a week now in China. Oh, no wonder, yeah. Humble has moved from China back to the UK. And it's good to see that things are coming back to the UK. It's just a shame that not more things are produced in the UK. I know that things like I think Dapol are still produced in the UK, but it would be good to see a little bit more sort of UK-based stuff, brought back rather than just being made in China. Andrew Dobson, thank you for joining. I'm getting there slowly. It's all just taking a lot of time and effort in between work and family, but yeah, I'm having fun with it, and I think the overall effect will look quite good. It looks a bit garish at the moment because everything's like really white and stuff, but hopefully within next week's video it should be all sort of painted up and have a little bit more sort of variation to it rather than just all this whiteness everywhere. As I said previously, I'm just getting ready for Christmas, really. So they stopped the 14mm pots and now make chocolate bottles. Still 40mm, but you can not use a chocolate mill to mix the paints as you could with a 14mm pot. Oh, that's quite interesting to know. I do use Humbrol rather than is it Tamiya paint? No, Revel paints. I've always got on with Humbrol better than the Revel. Dropping everything now. Yeah, definitely, Andrew. I definitely agree with that. It's just taking my time with everything, and I think I sit there probably half the time just staring at things just to see if it's looking right and stuff like that. So Buckington, I can only get Rebel here in the shop in my next town. I'm lucky I can get it. I'm lucky I can get any at all. I think just with Humbrol, I used to make a lot of like plastic plane kits and stuff, and I think it always comes with a little Humbrol pots and stuff. So I think that's just because purely seeing seeing those ones that I've just kind of stuck with them. I definitely need to get some more paints and stuff to do all the figures and bits and pieces. You can have all the pots in the drawer and see the colours on the lid. Yeah, definitely. I love the early stages of layouts. There's nothing like that feeling when you have the baseboards and the potential and the smell of cut wood. Yeah, that's it. I've got a couple of timbers down that I'm ready for my next section and stuff, and you can smell the new wood. So I do like that smell of new wood and stuff. So I'm hoping that the picture and everything is okay. I think Bernie said that the picture had frozen a little bit. So if anyone could just let me know, because I'll just swap out that one camera. I think I know which one it is that's kind of freezing a little bit. But I'm not hardwired. I'm just running off Wi-Fi at the moment. So that's probably why the connection is not as fantastic as it could be. So, has anybody been doing anything lately on their layouts or anything like that? Lighton Bridge Model Railway, good evening, first time here. Good evening to you, and thank you very much for joining. I will add you as a moderator if you'd like to share a link to your channel. I'm subscribed to quite a few people, so I'm not sure if you do have a channel, I'll be sure to check you out, or I might be subscribed already and I'm not too good at names and everything. So yeah, apologies if I have subscribed to you in the past and commented on your video and I'm not recognizing who it is. So sorry about that. It'll take me half a day to get to Cork. I live in Waterville on the Irvine Peninsula. I've got a new video to make once school starts again. Yeah, that's the same with me about, like kind of making videos and stuff. It's quite difficult over like the summer period and stuff, because obviously I want to spend a lot more time with the family. So the videos that I do make, is the progress doesn't seem as much because I haven't spent as much time up here. So I'm just sort of doing short, snappy updates and stuff. But hopefully, once everyone's back to school and stuff, that because I work nights, when I have my 4 days off, it rolls into a Monday sometimes, and I can have that whole Monday while the children are at school to be able to crack on and do some modelling. So Lighton Bridge Model Railway. I've just subscribed to your channel as well. I can see that you've got a few videos up and stuff, so I'll be sure to have a little look. I'm still new to this. I was trying to type in your channel, and I didn't realize that you can actually search, click on a little button, and then it takes you straight to your channel. The viaduct is very impressive, I must say. Yeah, it's just the bog standard Metcalf kit. It's 4 Metcalf kits, which is like 16 arches, and then I'll be adding a retaining wall that will go further down each end, and it's the twin track one. But thanks for saying so. I think it'll make quite a nice feature once I finally get all those back scenes at the back there sorted. They're not looking great at the moment. I think it kind of ruins what it's going to be, but there was just something up there where I can just get rid of a little bit of that wall. I think I might come back with a new channel when I start back. Life's just been hectic this end, but it's now giving me something to look forward to again. Well, keep me updated, Dave. Maybe drop me an email or something and just let me know so I don't miss your channel or anything, if you are going to start a new one. I'm sorry life's been a little bit hectic for you, but if you ever need a chat or something, we can maybe swap numbers, or just drop me an email or something and let me know. I work from 2 till midnight, and I'm usually so tired in the mornings I don't have time for anything besides getting woken up and enough back to work, let alone run trains. Yeah, 2 till midnight's quite a tough one. I work 8 p.m. till 6:15 in the morning, with half an hour travel each way. So I'm sort of back home at 7 in the morning, and then my children are out to school at like 7:30. So I usually try and sleep in that period of sort of 8 o'clock until 2:30, 3 o'clock. So that's my plan. So I can only really then get up here when it's my day off. Oh, Carl, I would love a 9 to 5. Lucky. Is that with a 9 to 5 with weekends off as well? Oh yeah, of course, Dave. We are friends on Facebook. So yeah, God, yeah, I'm terrible. Yeah, just drop me a message sometime. Let me know. It's handy having the spanner after your name and 3 dots on the right screen. Click on that, you can go straight to their channel. Yeah, I'm not sort of a moderator on many people's channels or anything. So I thought, look, whilst I have this on here, anybody can post their links or look up other people. So I think that's a good way of doing it. Makes my life a little bit easier rather than having to post everybody's link in as well. So I'm probably going to swap out the Loco. So all this talk of work is making me feel tired. Sorry about that. All right, no more work talk now. So probably going to bring this train into picture and see if I can swap it out for something. I might run a little diesel for a little bit. So Carl, you've got 14 moderators on your channel. Oh, I think they're always handy to have. You never have enough. You know what it's like when you get all this sort of spam stuff in and everything else. And on the main line, hello to you again. Saw you on Will's stream earlier, but I had to nip off. But I hope you're well. I'm just going to bring this train to a stop and swap it out for something. Might just keep the rake as it is and just change the Loco. I might put on the Western Courier. So just bear with me. I'm going to go off screen for a bit and try not to knock everything else off. And I've got it down here somewhere. I don't know how noisy this is going to be. What is it? I'm just going to catch up on chat. I did want a new water-fed steam can't well burn until I find out how much they are. Yeah, I got the smoke unit working on my Triumph all the hours the other day. I used lavender essential oil to test. There was nothing else. Oh, did that work? That's quite a good idea. I've got a couple with smoke units that I've not really kind of wanted to stink anything out. I'm not sure if one of my cameras dropped out. But this has put me onto the big screen, and that's never a good thing. That's made it worse. Sorry, I'm probably going to make everybody ill now. Well, let's just leave it on that for now while I swap this out anyway. Let's give this one a bit of a rest. It's been going around the last couple of hours and most of the day, to be honest. I don't know how noisy this is going to be, but we'll give it a go. Right, let's try this. Help if I put it on right to start with. It sounds like it's coming off. The thing with these old lemurs, they need to warm up a little bit before they get going and quieten down a little bit. I always find that I have to run them in a little bit. Let's see if I can change up. Let's see now. It just stops for some unknown reason. I think I turned it down too much. Okay, leave it on 30 and see how that does for a little while. Let's change up the camera again. And then I'll catch up with the chat. I'm just going to leave it on that because I think I've lost one of my cameras. See if that works. No? Oh well. Never mind. I'll just leave it on here for a little while like that. Alright, so let's have a look back through. I think I've missed quite a little bit. We did work with the railway room, smells like lavender. Well, it's better than any sort of oily smell. Right, that one's just lost all the carriages there. I could see that behind the back of me. And I was just reading the chat. Let's pop you back on that one because that's a better camera than the other ones. And I'll put some trains back up in a moment. The line of bricks down the wall looks like a rather nasty crack. Up in the top right-hand corner. This is a really old house, so I think it's been like remortared and stuff like that. And there's a lot of like the lime mortar is missing. It's like double bricked back on this piece, but yeah, it's a bit old and decrepit and stuff, but it's a solid old house. Goodbye on the main line and have a safe journey. Alan, is your live stream going to be a regular spot? I'm hoping so. I want to do it every other Saturday, so it'll be 7 until about 8:30, 9 o'clock. I'm hoping that doesn't clash with many others. I know that Bernie's online at the moment, but I don't know if that's that he does a live stream every Saturday. I thought that he was just sort of doing ones and every other day. So I'll have a little check through again just to make sure that I'm not kind of clashing with anybody. I didn't think I was, and apologies if I am. But it's the only real day that I can actually do a live stream myself. So I'm just changing out another Loco. So one of my cameras did drop out. I've just added that back in. So hopefully that's them all back on. Let's see if I can get this Loco running. It's just the LMS compound. Let me go back to the chat. Oh, happy birthday to your daughter. Why worry who's on? Just a little bit of sort of courtesy, I think it is. You know, I know I would never really want to sort of jump into anybody's spot, really. I know that people have their regular spots and stuff. I just don't remember seeing many people on a Saturday night. So I thought that I would just kind of do it and see. Hardcore, that would be great to see you doing a live sometime. That would be great. I'll be sure to watch out for that. And I think for everyone, yeah. I mean, there's so many people going on. I suppose you can choose who you go and see and who you watch. So yeah, I suppose I shouldn't worry, but I kind of do care about other people's live streams and stuff. Beglington, how long does it take for your Limo Locos to warm up to smooth the running? My King took about 45 minutes the other day, but it hasn't been used in a while. Yeah, I think mine's about the same, sort of 20-30 minutes of some decent running, and then, you know, it goes absolutely fine. My Class 47 Lima, though, that just runs straight away, no problems. But some of the other ones, you know, they do take a little bit of time. And talking of live streams, I've just seen your message there, Alan. So Alan Reynolds does a live stream at, I believe it's 8 o'clock or 8:30 on every Sunday. He usually goes on for as long as possible. It's really worth a watch. So anybody that can make it, Sundays at 8:30. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Alan. But if you'd like to see him with his loft layout, then please check out his channel and try and join on the Sunday. I do listen in to Alan's live streams on a Sunday. The beauty of my job, I get to be on my phone when I'm working nights. And so me starting, it gives me sort of 4 hours of entertainment whilst I'm at work. So yeah, they're definitely, a good thing to go and see. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, like I said, about going live and stuff, I will in the future just randomly probably do some live streaming just while I'm, doing some scenic work and stuff like that. So, there's going to be times where I'm just doing random lives, but see, a lot of people just, like you say, they do go live when they want to. Let me just try and move this camera up over here a little bit. Maybe just give you a different angle of some of the layout. Pop the light on up in this corner as well. I hope that's not too bright. I'll give you something else to have a little look at. I don't think I'll be competent enough to live stream with my way. It always goes wrong, and I swear too much. Yeah, I do as well. It's just one of those kind of wing it situations. I'm not very good at them myself. I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. I suffer from being quite nervous and stuff like that as well. So it's always quite hard to just do things and kind of like you're kind of talking to yourself, and then you're trying to think how you're acting on camera. You're watching the trains and stuff like that. So, I mean, luckily I've not had to kind of watch the trains too much, apart from that one incident behind me. But yeah, they're always very nerve-wracking that something might go wrong. Alan, you don't have to thank me for any shout-outs or anything like that. Like I say, if you want to post a link to your channel, then just please do so. But yeah, check out Buckland Junction. Simon, the railway enthusiast. Great to see you in here. It's been a long time since we've spoken. I hope you're keeping well, my friend. What cameras are you using? So I've got an iPhone 12, which is the main camera that's like kind of showing the little truck on it. Then I've got an old iPhone 6 that's sort of like the long shot of the viaduct, and then I'm just using a HP webcam, which the picture's probably not that great on it. But there was a 7-day free trial for 1080p, so I'm imagining that probably does help with some of the shots and stuff. Or you look spot on, calm like a pro. If only. I think my heart's racing about 100 miles an hour. I have social anxiety, and my videos allow me to sort of act out being a presenter, I guess. I'm glad I popped by today, though. I screen capped a few times to get names of people to subscribe to. Well, Beglinton on Sea, my email address is on my about page, or if you've got Facebook and you search Hemel-Down Model Railway, find me, message me. We can always have a chat. Like I say, yeah. So socially, can be a bit quiet. I'm tend to be the quiet one until I get to know people, and then I start talking and I don't stop. Clive at Newlyn Railway, welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Good to have you here. I hope you're keeping well. Sorry, I'm going to have a terrible drink of Lucozade again. All my beers are down in the fridge. I should have brought them up. But I'll just have to stick with this. I had my first night last night of sleeping or trying to sleep when I've come off of nights. So I had a few hours during the day sleep, then tried to stay awake and then go to bed at like 10 o'clock and get back into a normal sort of routine of when everybody is, awake and stuff. And I think I woke up at like 1:30. I then woke up at 4 o'clock, and then I was awake at 7:30. So it was a real crazy night's sleep. So I'm hoping tonight, because I've stayed awake all day, that I should then fall back in for the next 3 nights that I'm off. I should hopefully be back into a normal routine. Going out filming training shows me up. Yeah, and this is why I do this hobby. I'm not really sort of an out and about, go down the pub out hanging out with all my mates. I've always been in quite fast paced jobs and, running restaurants and pubs and all this sort of stuff. And, I think this is like kind of my escapism really. And, since I've been on, doing this channel, which is probably just touched over a year now, I've met some fantastic people. There's a little sort of social network now. We do some couple of Zoom calls. Clive's been there, and obviously run by Alan and stuff. And sort of just chatting through people's live streams and sending messages, a few video calls and stuff. It's a great way of like meeting people and sort of bringing out those sort of social parts of your life again. So, I can't thank enough to, the likes of like, Alan and Clive and everybody else that I talk to, Mark and stuff like that, that it's, it does wonders for people with issues and bits and pieces. So, that's the great thing about this community, that is, everybody gets on with everybody. Thanks for popping in, Dan. I'm glad that you could make it. And Anthony's in the house. Welcome, Anthony. I hope you're well. I missed your live stream yesterday because I was sleeping a bit. So apologies about that. Normally I work on a Friday and I don't get into your live stream. Friday's a bit of a difficult day to be able to be on my phone. Some days I'm all right to get on there. But Friday's a bit of a crazy day where I have less staff, so I have to do more work. But I do try and catch up on them when I can. And Clive, did I see something about that you've just been doing your garage roof today? I think I did. I'm really going to inbox more for you. That's no problem. No problem at all. Like I say, if I can help in any way, or, just let me know. Don't do anything noteworthy. Your streams are always good, Anthony. They're a good laugh. you know, and good to see like all your, you know, set up with all your trains and stuff. So it's still nice to catch up on them. I was still travelling back from Sheffield. But I don't know about nothing. Oh, so you were making another film, another film, another video then, Simon. I'm glad to see that you're out and about and stuff. It's probably been quite difficult lately with some of the, you know, train strikes and all that sort of stuff as well. So it must have been quite difficult. And Wildhurst Model Railway, welcome. Thanks for joining. I'm going to add you as a moderator as well. So if you'd like to share your channel, you're more than welcome to. Making £400 a week and no days off the buying anything. Well, no days off. I remember working as a general manager in a restaurant, and yeah, getting absolutely no days off at all was not a nice feeling. I think that camera's leaning, so I'm going to move it over a little bit just to kind of straighten it up a bit. There we go. It doesn't look so topsy-turvy now. Oh, yes. And this. Let's have a little read for the chat. It's always interesting to see those, though, Clive. You know, it's all relatable stuff. You know, if your layout's going to be going in there and stuff. Yeah, I wish I was in a position that I could work for myself. Would love to have my own business or something, but you know, shift work is a bit of a pain. But I do my own scheduling, so I can work things around. But working 6 days and then doing 4 days off is quite nice for me. So it's a bit of a pain, but you know, maybe one day I'll win the lottery and I won't have to work at all. I think Dave is a chef, so he will relate to that comment. Eglinton on Sea. Yeah, working in the kitchens is yeah, in this heat must be absolutely unbearable. Probably touching with the ovens on and stuff, well over 50 degrees in there. Yeah, exactly, Simon. At least it's better than nothing. At least you've got something that's, you know, can get you out and about and stuff. I know it's not much, but you know, you never know. If you hold out, it might lead to something. And you've got Christmas coming up again soon. So dare I say it? I shouldn't say it, but you know, with Christmas coming up, you know, you'll probably have quite a bit of work coming up. I've had 4 businesses that I can't spell to save my life either. So yeah, I don't know exactly. But just because you can't spell doesn't mean you can't do anything. You know, I was hitting 42 degrees during the heat wave. Was melted to the counters. Yeah, I can imagine. I remember being about I think I was 18 or 19, and I worked in this little pub, and I had to learn how to do the kitchen. and I think it was about 30, 34, 35 degrees. I couldn't even, with all the chef whites on and stuff like that, and the hat, oh, it was unbearable. So, have you any model items on pre-order? I do indeed. The GT3 in BR black livery. Well, that's it, hardcore. You know, a lot of practical work can get you a long way these days. Christmas is definitely going to liven Royal Mail up. Yep, as long as they're not striking over the Christmas period, then that's fine. But yeah, it'll definitely be a little bit more busier, and hopefully they'll give you some sort of a decent month's work. I talked to the blacksmith at Muckross House, traditional farms in Henley the other day, and he said he felt sorry for me because it was cooler in his forge than my kitchen. Well, they're all made to live 7 days a week, do they? Yeah, I can imagine, Angie. That'd be quite strange, actually. When everything's sort of back to normal and stuff, that's when it must really kick in. Thinking that Loco's taking a long time to go around, but it's just because I turned it down a little bit. Yeah, so the GT3 will be it's the sound fitted version as well, a DCC sound bit. I kind of really liked the reviews of the GT3 and seeing it and stuff. It's quite an unusual Loco, um, and it's in the sort of the Nether Was range. But I thought that if it did make it into those BR days, then it'd be quite a nice livery to get. There was a sort of the LMS one with the black and the red stripe through it, and I thought probably would look out of sorts to be LMS, so I went for the BR early crest. But I'm hoping that'll be a good Loco. Obviously, it won Loco of the Year a couple of years ago, and so I'm hoping that it all comes intact and stuff, and that's through Rails as well. So New Clive says my Deltic was delivered by Royal Mail on Sunday. Back from the Curious Scale, still not had the time to test it. Oh wow. The thing is though, you've been so busy with other things and stuff, but I'm sure you'll get around to testing it soon. And I seem to have lost all my carriages, all my wagons. So I'm just going to bring this back round and see if I can hook up again. I don't know how I managed to see that behind me. I wasn't even looking at the screen properly. It's because these wagons here, they've got the NEM coupling, and then this old Hornby has the decoupling on it, so they don't match. Let me just connect them back up. So every now and then it just pops out a little bit. Right, so I'm gonna only sort of go through about another 10 minutes or so. So I know that I might have posted about 9 o'clock, but I'm actually only going to do until about 8:30 tonight. Just my first ever live stream back, and I don't want to kind of overdo it and just become boring and not say much. So yeah, I'll probably do about another 12 minutes or so. I think it works out. So a massive thank you to everybody that's come in and stuff. I've not checked to see how many were watching or anything like that. But it's been good to catch up with people and see a couple of faces and stuff that I haven't spoken to in a while. And I'm really glad that everybody could kind of make it. So I hope it's been semi-enjoyable for you. See a little bit of some of the locos running and see a little bit of the scenery work that I have done. Apologies, it's a little bit whitish, but yeah, it's all the work in progress at the moment and stuff. So hopefully the next time that I do a live stream, some of this stuff will be sort of painted up a little bit, and then I'll be adding in some little details of some of the trucks and bits and pieces, and hopefully I'll have 2 locos running around rather than just the one that's slowly crawling past me. Trying to keep a bit of an eye out in the background there. So 16 out of 10. Well, that's not bad. It's not bad for my first one back. I'll just keep trying to announce it in some of my videos that I'll be doing every other Saturday and give people the heads up. I only posted something on my community, I think it was yesterday and stuff. So it looks like winter, yeah. That's, secretly I was just going for a winter theme. Dan, give you a message on Facebook. Yeah, definitely. It'd be really nice to catch up. Like I say, I'll talk to anybody, they want to catch up or something. Catch me via Facebook or send me an email or something. It'll be good to catch up with some of you. Yeah, maybe I should make a clay snowman. Right, I'm going to just bring this Loco in now because it's lost it. It's the second time it's dropped its wagons. So you can just stay there for now. It's nice and quiet. Let's say if anybody wants to quickly add in their links to their channels, feel free to do so. I will be doing these streams every other Saturday. I'm not sure off the top of my head what date that will be in the following Saturday, but you can kind of work it out that it's every other Saturday from Saturday today. If that makes any sense whatsoever, it probably doesn't. Yeah, and I'll hopefully have a few more things to show you. I've got about three kit builds to do and a lot more scenic work. Also got a new Loco to announce as well. So that'll be coming out in a video hopefully tomorrow. It's actually cooled down quite a bit now. I've got that fan's making me a little bit chilly. So, like I say, I hope the cameras have been okay. Until I upgrade the camera equipment, these will have to do for now. Yeah, send me an email, Simon. That'd be great to hear from you. All right, bye, Carl. Thanks for Oh, sorry, I was reading saying, bye, Carl. Thanks for joining. Try some USB Elites. Yeah, that's the only issue. Yeah, so I've got a rotor upstairs, so I'm gonna hardwire it. If I get a long enough cable, bring it up here and then plug it into my laptop and stuff, so I'm not dependent on the Wi-Fi. Just when I have the kids downstairs and they're on Wi-Fi, and it'll all just bring it down slowly. So yeah, I will get that done eventually. There's more wiring mess. Don't know if you can see just behind me here. If I move it around. Don't know if that's going to pick it up that way. Wait till it moves on screen. Yeah, so all my plugs with my chargers and stuff I'm using to keep the phones charged up and everything in the background there. So yeah, I need to sort out some proper plug sockets and bits and pieces. I've got wires down by my legs where there's one stretching towards the camera up over this side, and I've got a wire going around the back of the computer to plug that phone in. So yeah, it's all a bit of a mess at the moment. But yeah, I'll work on things like that in the future. And it's good to see that everyone's posting up. I know that most people are probably sub to each other anyway, but I kind of wanted to do these live streams to give smaller channels, like myself and anybody else that's got less than 1,000 subscribers, a bit of a chance of being able to hopefully get up a little bit more. I'm actually getting quite close to about 800 now, which is quite a surprise. I didn't think I'd get that far, and especially over the last sort of 6 weeks or so, I've posted less and less videos of having the roof done and stuff. So I kind of lost my rhythm. I was sort of, gaining a little bit and kind of stopped a bit. So, but it's all just part and parcel of it. I'm just reading the chat, so I'm doing my blank look again. Well, I'm glad you've enjoyed it. Right, so I'm not sure if Bernie is still on his stream, but Crossways Point Junction, I think he's doing a stream at the moment. So if anybody want to head over there, I'll probably be going over there myself. I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that's been watching. It's been great to catch up. I'm sorry it's a little bit ropey in places. I'm still kind of getting used to this live stuff again. Like I say, this is only my 6th live stream, so hopefully I'll do a few more. And there you go. There's Bernie's stream. So if anyone wants to head over to Bernie's stream, that'd be great. And I shall probably see you all over there soon. So yeah, once again, thanks a lot. It really means so much to me that everybody's taken the time to, stick on this stream and stuff. And hopefully I'll do some different camera angles and stuff like that for the next one and try and mix it up a little bit. And with the 2 tracks, hopefully I have a decent running session as well. Dave, thank you very much. And thanks to everybody. I'm going to kind of sign off now and plan in my head and think about what I'm going to be doing next on the layout. So thanks very much, everyone. All right, take care. Bye for now. Cheers, everyone. Thank you.